Hello everybody, welcome to number 27. I thought you might be interested in seeing what a day in the life of a car YouTuber is like. So today I'm going to film everything that I've been doing essentially. So I've just started out, it's now 9:30 AM and I've already filmed a really short segment on the Mercedes. So that was essentially a conclusion piece to the video, which is probably by this stage will already have gone out on FrankElise, where I'm just sort of wrapping it up and saying what I'm doing, thanking Jasmine and so on. So that was that. While I was there, I gave the Merc a really quick clean. By a really quick clean, I mean like literally detail spray and a wipe, which most detailers would be more than horrified by. Anyway, the next stage today, there's a few things that I've got to do, but the next one is the Ferrari. Now this is what has really made my channel. It was extraordinarily popular at the time when it first came out. There have been, I think, over 30 videos on this car, but there's been a big gap now. It is still broken, and so today I am filming the introduction to the very first video in the new series, I say, when I try and sort out the continuing problems with this engine. So the first thing I've got to do today, while it's still here, hasn't been taken apart, is go inside the cylinders with a borescope and see what's there before we do anything else. And just so you know, the problem with this car is that it uses way too much oil, even though I've rebuilt the heads, etc, etc. But if you want to see the full story, go and see the Influenzo playlist. I'll put that in the description to this video. Here is the fleet. There's the Lexus. There's a bird chirping very loudly. There's the FrankElise. And there is the Bismarck. If you want to see what's in the garage at the moment, then at the front there we have the interior, the new leather interior from my W124, the Bismarck, which I'll have to fit over the next few days. Then we have Fred. Fred is back. Bittersweet, really, because I'm probably going to sell Fred. I'm not 100% sure yet, but if I do, he will need to be MOT. Well, it doesn't need to be MOT, but I'll want to MOT him before I sell him because that will make it easier to sell, I think. And there's a couple of jobs. I need to sort out the horn because the horn doesn't work with that steering wheel, so I think I'll put the original back on. And lastly, there is the Influenzo. I've just finished doing the borescope test on the cylinders, and for reasons that I won't bore you with, it just hasn't worked out, so I might have to run the car again, I don't know. In the meantime, I also had a chat with Phil at QV. Those guys have been so helpful, and I wanted to ask a few questions about the rebuild if it comes to a rebuild of the engine and everything. So, and time for a bit of breakfast. So in a couple of hours, I have to go and see Anton about the Audi for Ukraine. And we have to decide what to do. It failed its MOT, so we've got to do a couple of jobs to get it to pass the MOT, and as much more than that than we can before it is handed over. So need to go and see him, but there's a couple of hours to kill before that. So in that meantime, I'm going to do a bit of editing and stuff on previous movies, the stuff that I've also just filmed now. So here you can see the various projects that I've got going. So the YouTuber diary, which is this very video here. And here are some of the clips that I'm just adding. And the Ferrari second series there with the bits that I filmed this morning, including the endoscope stuff. You can just see the phone there with the picture. I haven't downloaded that yet. Then here, Frau Benz, the other project I've got running right now. Time to go and see Anton, and I've got to get the bag. I'm switching over to a GoPro from this thing, because that's just really cumbersome and difficult to take with me and all the rest of that. So gonna go to Anton's, gonna get that's the battery for the Audi. I've been trying to use the Elise, the FrankElise, as much as I possibly can, because it's only recently that it's really pretty much fully fixed. It's been a long journey with this car as well. So now it's running, I try and use it for everything. So I could go in the Merc because I've got to bring some tools and other things, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go in this. One of the perks of living where I live is that I get to do this road most days. Right, there's the Audi. Just going to get in the battery, and then Anton's delighted to have it over here. So we're going to just go through it and decide what to do and what not to do. forgot that I have a video to film this afternoon, so I've just had to shoot home, get my camera gear, and now I'm going to go and meet this chap. He's called Chris. It's got quite an interesting car. It's a Porsche 924, which I know a lot of people sort of frown upon as not a real Porsche, etc, etc, but I don't agree with that. I quite like them, but this one in particular, apart from the fact that he has sort of fixed it up himself, it's particularly interesting because it has a homemade supercharger kit. Well, it's a kit developed in Europe, but just from enthusiasts, and it's taken from one of the modern Minis. So I'm really intrigued to have a look at this car and drive it and everything else. So just going to the meeting point now. And there it is. Hello mate, how you doing? Good to see you. One of the pads on this caliper is sticking a little bit, so I thought when I got home, might as well get the wheel and tyre off, take it apart, lubricate it, and then go off and do the editing. Just wheel bolts back in and then all done. So I've interrupted the editing a little bit because I just wanted to go for a little walk. I try and do that 2 or 3 times a week just to keep a bit of fitness and stuff. Just an hour and a bit, but it is just beautiful out here. Cotswolds, love it. Bit more editing now. Also, still haven't listed the Lexus, so I've got to do that, and I've got to set up and prepare my camera gear because I have film first thing tomorrow. But I've got to set up all the cameras, wipe the memory cards, put them on charge, make sure they're ready for tomorrow, and then that's sort of pretty much it. So that's kind of like my day. Oh, and in between, I had a call with a friend, with Fergus, about an idea of a film that I really want to do, that I've been wanting to do for a while, involving a Tesla and my 308. I'm not going to say any more about that. It's not what you're thinking, by the way. But that's it. Yeah, so this has been my day. And a couple of things. I mean, I love doing this. I really do. I've been doing it full time for a while now. It is hard work. I do way more hours at this than I ever did in any real job that I ever had before. And the YouTube market is increasingly competitive with lots and lots more people going in. So let's hope it works out. But anyhow, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I do or what a typical day is like for me, and see you for one of the next videos.